Howdy kids! What are we creating for art today? You guessed it, cartoons. We're going to create more little thumbprint characters again. Now I've photocopied some larger thumbprints so that I could show you a bit closer up how to develop a character using a thumbprint. So I realized that in my last video my thumbprint was really small, so I made some big ones, photocopied some large ones, and now I'm going to make some characters, and I want you to watch and you can follow along. You can just do the ones that you're interested in. You can stop the video whenever you want, and you can do every single one if you want. But for each character, I'm going to show you some different expressions in the eyes, in the eyebrows, in the mouth. Those things, those parts of your human will give your human expression. Now here I'm doing someone catching a ball, and I'm showing you how the ball is traveling through the air. I didn't do such a good job, so I'm doing it again because the eyes should be looking up. There's the ball, and then I've put 3 lines at the top to show that the ball has travelled through the air. So it's really important to put action lines or travel lines or movement lines when you're doing cartoons. So here's a guy listening to music. Oh, girl, I did a pigtail. And so to make this show that it's that the person's listening to music, I've got little music symbols, and I've got energy lines coming out of the speakers, the earpieces. So this little guy here is very dazed or confused. So his eyes are all going wobbly, his legs are wobbly. Oh, actually he's got a really sore tummy. He's holding on to his tummy and he's going, oh. Notice how I wrote the word and then did the cloud around it. So here I'm showing you sideways look, the sideways look. You'll see this type of cartoon in lots of the Simpson characters where the 2 eyes overlap to the side. So you do one eye and then the overlapping eye. Here I'm doing a line showing a eyelash to show that this is like a female character. Bends in the legs, movement lines, she's running, so I'm showing movement lines. So remember, one eye, then the nose, and then overlap the second eye. He's looking up because he's seeing a bird flying towards him. So his arm, his mouth's going, oh dear. And his arm is going to show him sort of like pointing at the bird or trying to maybe wave it away. Ooh, go away. So this guy, same one big eye, then the nose, and then do the overlapping eye. Just pause the video if you want to try this. So this guy has just thought of a great idea. So I'm going to draw a light bulb with a cloud around it, and it's like a thinking, he's thinking. Okay, this next guy is shouting. And so when someone's shouting, if you draw a line for the top teeth and a line for the tongue and colour in the inside, you can show someone shouting. Now this last character, I made a girl, sideways again, overlapping eyes, ear at the same level as the eyes. I'm doing some long hair for her and putting a flower in her hair. And she looks like she's reaching for something. Now for some top tips. So my top tip is to keep the ear in line with the eyes. So I'll just show you some examples of putting the ears in the same line with the eyes, in line with the eyes. Whether you're doing your eyes forward or sideways, try and keep the ear in line with the eyes. It just looks better. My next tip. Noses can be different shapes. So all sorts of shapes. So try not to use the same nose shape with every single character. My next top tip, mouth shapes give expression. So important to show the shape of the mouth, to show a happy expression or a worried or oh dear, what have I done expression, or angry. Now this one here is someone calling out, like shouting. Do a C shape, then a line for the top for the teeth, and like a curvy line at the bottom for the tongue, and colour in that bit in the middle in black, and it will really show it up. And this character is saying, wait! And my last little character has an expression of amazement or surprise with a round mouth. Ooh. Now, eyebrows give expression and emotion. So make sure your eyebrows show what your character is thinking. You can even ask someone at home to show you a surprised face and look at their eyebrows, or an angry face, look at their eyebrows. It will help you. Next tip is white reflection for the eyes. Sorry, it's gone off the screen a little bit. So when you draw your eyes, keep a little section white and colour the rest of the pupil in black. This will make your eyes shine as if the light is shining on your eyes. We've talked a lot about that in the art room. Even if you're doing sideways eyes, like a profile eyes, keep that little white bit. It will give your eyes so much more character. Elbows and knee bends give definition to arms and legs. So important not to just do straight arms and straight legs. Do a bend in the elbows and a bend in the knees. You can see that I'm doing bends in my elbows and now bends in my knees. This next tip is action lines show movement. So just say you wanted to show a banging movement, then draw some lines coming out of the area as if it's banging down. If a ball is bouncing, show where it's come from by using three curvy lines. If something's hot, show little lines coming out from it to show the heat. And lastly, our fave stinky pile with little stinky lines. Now this last one is using like an angry face and showing steam coming out of the ears. So just showing angry eyebrows and an angry mouth, often tilted. Urgh. My ears, now coming out of my ears, I'm going to do 3 lines and a little cloudy shape. 3 lines and a little cloudy shape to show steam coming out of the ears. And my last tip is speech bubbles. It's all about speech bubbles. Really important that you write your words first, then the bubble. So I'll show you some examples. I'm going to write hello, and I'm going to draw the little V shape and then the bubble around the hello. Draw the V shape towards the person who's speaking. I'm writing I wonder, so this is like a thinking bubble, so it's like a cloud, and do 3 small circles towards the head of the person who's thinking. This one is a shout, what? So I'm going to do spiky lines around it and a really big V towards the person who is shouting what. So again, make sure you write the word first. I'm writing here goodbye. I'm going to do the little V towards the person who's saying it and then the bubble part. You might be wondering, what are we actually going to create today? Well, what we're going to create is a scene. You're going to use all your little Thumbprint characters and create a scene. We're going to brainstorm the different types of scenes that you might possibly want to create. A party scene. What about a wedding scene? What about a beach scene? Maybe under the sea. Oh. What about at the farm? Up in space. At the playground. At school. So you can see that I chose to do a party scene. I wonder what scene you're going to do. You can choose one of the ones that I brainstormed or choose one of your own and put it up on Seesaw. I can't wait to see your work. Happy creating!